Hi everyone, welcome to my channel License to Roam, where I'll be providing content on football tactics and analysis on European football and the beautiful game from across the globe. You can follow me on Twitter/X at Edward Stratman, and if you enjoy the video, would really appreciate a like, subscribe, and any comments as I get started and hope to grow the channel. All right, for this analysis, I'll be focusing on Turkish defender Caglar Soyuncu, who's just joined high-flying Fenerbahce on loan from Atletico Madrid. There's no doubting the last 18 months or so have been largely forgettable for Turkish defender Soyuncu, who's just departed Atleti for Fenerbahce on loan, even though there's been some positives to be extracted along the way. Obviously, going back to last year and having been frozen out by Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City, who only handed him one start prior to the manager's departure last April, the Turkish international then cut a rejuvenated figure once Dean Smith arrived, for he immediately began to stamp his mark again in the Premier League, producing the goods and vindicating his manager's decision to place his faith in him. The aggressive central defender was looking close to a level resembling his best before injury meant he was forced to sit out the dying embers of the crusade. This is what Smith had to say on it. I don't know what's gone on before I got here. All I can do is talk about since I arrived. I've seen a player who's committed to the club, trains really well, and his performance has shown that as well. I sat down with him ahead of the Man City game and asked where he was at to see if he felt he was in a good place. He just loves football. He wants to play football. The news then came to light last summer that he was joining Atletico Madrid on a free, which was obviously a blow to the Foxes, who were keen to keep him. But the move meant he could link up with dogged, determined manager Diego Simeone in what loomed as an exciting opportunity for a reset and to test himself in the Champions League and La Liga. On the surface, this seemed like a great fit, with Soyuncu's aggressive, no-nonsense, physical and combative style appearing a match made in heaven for Simeone's demands. Heading to Spain, having shown some good form towards the end of the season and appearing revitalised, Atleti's game definitely looked like Leicester's loss, as the Foxes would have loved to have a player of his calibre at their disposal in their quest for promotion back to the top flight. Disappointingly, his move to Atleti didn't work out, however, as he only made 9 appearances, totaling 212 minutes, as he failed to stamp his mark on the pitch and due to injury, which led him to obviously joining Fenerbahce on loan, where he'll be a super addition to strengthen their backline in their quest for glory. This is what the 27-year-old, who's won 55 caps for Turkey, said upon his arrival. The Turkish people have been behind me for years. I am happy and excited to be here. I want to join the team as soon as possible, and I want to give my best and help the team. My goals and the club's are to win titles. We have a good team. I am eagerly looking forward to joining them. It will also be my first experience in the Super League. I'm excited about that too. You'll see a player who leads by example and who sets the tone for his colleagues to follow with his intense, fearless approach. He's one of those players who teammates relish having on their side for his intimidating, forceful, and makes life really uncomfortable for opponents to face off against him. Enjoying every chance he gets to impose himself physically on his adversaries, he takes great pleasure in engaging and winning his duels, both on the ground and in the air, where he never takes a backward step. Quick to respond to opponents dropping deep with their back to goal or surging in behind from his usually powerful side-on stance so he can push off explosively in a manner of directions. He likes to get touch tight and use his body to impede or unsettle his prey. Not afraid to back himself and step up to apply his challenges or support his colleagues. This, in combination with his solid reading of the play, ensures he breaks up many an attack, even if he can be a touch reckless and overzealous at times, holding his own aerially and comfortable dealing with crosses, set pieces into the area, and at helping his team regain second balls following goal kicks. The man who picks up the ball's trajectory and speed swiftly, deals with headed confrontations effectively, which also makes him a great asset on attacking set pieces. Combative and always one to valiantly put his body on the line to block shots, plus dive into headers and any challenges. His all-action style should endear him to the Fenerbahce fans sooner rather than later, just like it's done at his previous clubs. Meanwhile, in possession, the man who was deservedly named in the Premier League Team of the Year in the 2019-2020 campaign is a competent passer and dribbler who can assist in build-up and driving his team forward. Technically sound with an eye for a pass, the two-footed former Freiburg star with a neat range of distribution has proven he's effective at breaking the lines, switching the play, recycling possession, and feeding runners with through balls over the top. The fact he's familiar with playing in many different systems and roles ensures he's well placed to adapt to a range of demands depending on the opposition and whatever his manager Cartel's chosen role will be for him. boasting many of the ingredients desired in modern defenders, including bravery, tenacity, and ferocity. It's little wonder Fenerbahce sees the opportunity to snap him up, even if he's endured a rough spell in recent times. We'll be hoping their coach can use his powers of motivation and coaching acumen to help him return to his best. When looking back and you see what Arsenal legend Martin Keown said of the talented Turk when he was operating at the true peak of his powers, this is what he said: "The more I see of Leicester defender Soyuncu, the more I like him. He is only young, but the Turkey international looks like a defender who is made for the demands of the modern game, agile, aggressive, and good in the air, but also brave on the ball too. On the ground, he gets in the faces of attackers, and he also never panics when he's in possession. Whatever situation he is in, he never really looks troubled to me." Ready for a change of scenery and a reset in his career, it'll be fascinating to see how things pan out for him in Turkey, as it appears this move is best for him, especially with the Euros coming up. Entering the prime of his career and jumping ship at an ideal moment, Soyuncu will be desperate to hit the ground running, quickly become a guaranteed starter, and get back to flexing his muscles just to prove what an elite player he truly is. All right, that's the end of the analysis. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Would really appreciate it. Thank you again for taking the time to watch the video. Have a great day. Stay tuned for the next analysis.